Hi, welcome back to next section on gate trains. So in last class we discussed about what are the types of gate trains: simple gate train, compound gate train, reverted gate train, and epicyclic gate trains. So now today we are going to solve a problems on gate trains. Let's move to the problems on gate trains. So here let us take a problem as an example. Here you are going to solve today class. This is the problem. So here in a reverted epicyclic gate train, problem belongs to reverted epicyclic gate train. The arm A carries two gates B and C, and gear C mesh with gear D. The number of teeth on gear B, C and D are 75, 30 and 90 respectively. Find the speed or direction of gear C when gear B is fixed. Condition is when gear B is fixed and the arm A makes 100 rpm in clockwise direction. So once again, in a reverted epicyclic gate train, the arm A carries two gates B and C, and a compound gate train DE. The gear B mesh with gear E. The gear B mesh with gear E, and gear B, C, D are 75, 30, 90 respectively teeths. Find the speed and direction of gear C when gear B is fixed and the arm makes A or 100 rpm in clockwise direction. Before going to solve the problem, first we need to know the here for solving the problems, let us assume clockwise direction we consider as a negative, anti-clockwise is considered as a positive, and another thing is gates are connected externally. Gates are connected externally gates are connected externally means first gear will rotate, means that first gear is rotating in clockwise. First gear is the one gear wheel, this is the another gear wheel. It is rotating in clockwise, it will rotate in anti-clockwise. Suppose two gear wheels connected internally, this is the first one, this is the second one. So it is rotating in clockwise, this is also rotating clockwise. So you need to remember these are the assumptions for at the time of solving the problem. So now we are using here a tabular method for solving the problems. So in tabular method, we have some fixed conditions. By using that, we are applying this condition to the problem and we find out the unknown velocity and direction of the gear wheels. So before going to solve the problem, first we read what are the data is given in your problem. So in that problem they given teeth on the gear wheels. So teeth on gear wheel B is 75, teeth on gear wheel C is DC, teeth on gear wheel D is 90, and speed of arm is 100 rpm. It is rotating in clockwise direction. So first we check that all the gear wheel teeths are given or not. Teeth number is given or not. So TB, TC, DD is already given. Total we have 4 gear wheels here. but the given three wheel teeth only. At the time we need to apply one formula and calculate the number of gear wheels on the unknown gear wheel teeth. So we must remember the last class we discussed one formula regarding find out the number of gear wheels in teeth. So here let us observe the diagram. By seeing the diagram, TB, let's see that TB from here to here, then here to here. So we are going to equate the center distance of the shafts. TB plus radius of RA plus RE equal to RA plus RE equal to RC plus RD. Then what is the relation between radius and teeth and gear wheel? Here we need to assume the module is constant for all the gear wheels. So let us move to previous slides. So this is a riveted gate trains. Here we know that pitch circle PC is equal to 2 pi r by t is equal to pi into m. So from that we know that R1 is equal to, then we know that R1 is equal to, we know that generally diameter of the gear wheel is equal to module into number of teeth. We need to get the radius is equal to d by 2. So from that formula R is equal to mt by 2. Then same thing we are applying for that equation. Here m1 t1 by 2 plus mt t2 by 2 equal to mt3 by mt24 by 2. So here also we are equating the center distance of the gear wheel. By similarly here also we are going to apply the same equation. TB plus TE is equal to TC plus TD. But just we are equating the center distance of the gear wheels. Here from this equation TE is equal to TC plus TD minus TB, TC plus TD minus TB. So then we are apply the values to the equation. So we know that TC is equal to 30, TD is equal to 90, 30 plus 90 minus the teeth on gear B is equal to 75. We get the teeth on gear E, that is equal to 45. So for riveted gate trains, by applying this formula and we calculate the unknown teeth on the problem. Next, after calculating the unknown teeth on the gear wheels, then we need to move to tabular method for evaluating the speed and rotation for the gear wheel. So this is the tabular method. In last video we already seen the how to solve the problems in by using tabular method. So here generally we have a 4 fixed conditions. First condition, arm is fixed, compound gear DE rotate through plus 1 revolution. Arm is fixed, compound gear DE rotate plus x revolution. Add y revolution for all elements and total motion. This is the generalized statements we follow for all the problems. Here arm is fixed is the first one. Then here they given the statement compound gear DE rotate through plus 1 revolution. Why we are taking compound gear DE? Here they are assuming that the power is transmitting from the gear wheel DE. Because of we need to evaluate the speed of gear C. That is only the given in the problem. Let's go to the problem once again. So what you need to calculate? So find the speed of direction of gear C. Okay. So when gear B is fixed, then the problem itself the gear B is fixed. We don't know the C. So that's why we consider the first element is compound gear DE. So compound gear DE. From compound gear DE the power is transferring to E to C. So along the C this compound gear will be rotate. So from that condition, first we are going to write arm is fixed, compound gear DE rotate plus 1 revolution. Here we are assuming that initially the gear wheel is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So for that, so first element always we need to write arm. Second element we are assuming that this is the first first movement element is compound gear D, then gear B, gear C. Okay, so now arm is in the statement itself, arm is fixed, so we make it into 0. Compound gear DE rotate through +1 revolution, so here we make a +1. Then we need to evaluate the gear B speed. Then how to evaluate the gear B speed? It is a question for you. So for that process we have a speed ratios formula. So go back to the once again go back to the previous ones, and we calculate how to calculate the speed ratio. So we know that speed ratio is equal to speed of driver by speed of driven is equal to teeth on driven by teeth of driver. By using that same formula we are going to calculate. Here gear B and gear E both are mesh with each other, gear E and gear B. So we are going to calculate the velocity ratio for these two gear wheels. So for that, TE by TB is equal to TE by TB is equal to NB by NA. This is the formula for when we consider the gear B and E. So this is the formula we need to apply. So here let us observe once again the diagram. Here gear E, gear B connected externally, it is rotating anti-clockwise direction. Then what is the rotating direction of gear B? Clockwise. So clockwise means negative. So that's why we repeat it here. So we keep it minus. So now tell me what is the formula for NB? NB is equal to NE into TE by TB. So it is rotating in which direction? Clockwise. So that's why we keep it minus. So in that before table, what is the speed of E1? So here I am going to submit instead of NE with value 1. So 1 into multiply anything, we get the same thing. So that's why we keep TE minus TB. Next, for gear C, we need to contact the velocity ratio. Gear C is mesh with gear D. So from that velocity ratio equation, we are going to calculate the gear speed equal to minus TD by TC. Why? Because we are getting minus means here compound gear is rotating anti-clockwise. So these two are connected externally. So that's why we keep it minus. This is the first statement in the problem. In the second statement, arm is fixed, compound gear DE rotates plus X revolution. Instead of 1, they make it into plus X. So generally first arm equal to 0. So instead of plus 1, we replace with plus X. So instead of here 1 into multiply, we get T by TB. So instead of 1, we multiply with X, we get the X value also here in both conditions. Then third statement is add Y revolutions, add plus Y revolution to all elements. So plus Y, plus Y, plus Y, plus Y. Then total motion equal to, total motion means we are going to add the step number 2 and step number 3. So 0 plus Y, we get plus Y, X plus Y, X plus Y. Then here Y minus X into TE by TE. Here Y minus X into TD minus TC. This is the final formulas we are getting from the table. By using these formulas, we are going to calculate the unknown values. So let's come to the problem. The gear B is fixed, therefore the therefore the fourth row of the table from the gear B is equal to y minus x into te by tb. So here we are equating this value, this equation with 0, because of in the problem gear B is given as a fixed. Y minus x into te by tb is equal to 0. Okay, we know that values of te, tb. Let us substitute the values. Y minus x into 45 by 75 is equal to 0. From this equation we are get the value. How it see, we will see. So next, another thing also given in your problem, another hint also given. So here arm C, here here gear B is fixed and arm A makes 100 rpm. Arm A makes 100 rpm. In your table, come to the arm A. What is the last value? Plus y. Here plus y is become as a 100 rpm. So y keep it minus means it is moving in clockwise. So y is equal to minus 100. Let us substitute the value. Here they have a mistake in the slide. We need to add y minus 0.6 into x. Y minus 0.6 into x is equal to 0. Y is equal minus 0.6 into x is equal to 0. This is the equation. Okay, we know that y is equal to minus 100. Let us substitute the y value in above equation. Minus 100 minus 0.6 x is equal to 0. From that x is equal to, we get the speed of x value equal to minus 166.67. So we know the value of y and x. So we need to calculate what is the speed of gear C. So in this we are going to substitute the y value and x value, TD, TC value in this equation. We get the speed of the gear wheel C. NC is equal to y minus x into TD by TC. Minus 100 plus, here y we are use plus means minus of minus is equal to plus 166.67 into 90 by 30. We get the speed equal to 400 rpm. So it get the positive. Positive means we know that anti-clockwise. So for this applying the procedure, we calculate the value of gear of speed C. So speed equal to 400 rpm and rotating direction equal to anti-clockwise. So by similar way we apply the procedure to different models and we get the solutions. So this is very important model for your external examination. So you first remember this is a table. It is very important. By using this table only we are going to calculate the values. So in this I am going to conclude the problem. Thank you one and all.